Hey guys, it's been a while since I last posted a video on HHO. I have been playing around with it for 4 years now. Basically what I found that works for me, I've got an older vehicle, it's got a carburetor. I don't think it's necessary to use 316. A lot of guys will disagree with me. I don't feel it's necessary to use a PWM. A lot of guys will disagree with me. The thing that works for me is the barbaric way. Put 12 volts straight onto your fuel cell. I agree with all the guys, a dry cell is definitely the way to go. If there was a way to use a wet cell to circulate the water, that's also the way to go. The only problem with a wet cell is you consistently have overheating issues, and that's what I found in the first 4 or 5 models I tried, because they were all wet cells. After that, I tried out a dry cell. You've seen a few of my other videos. It really does work. The only issue that you do have when you use 304 instead of 316 is you can see the corrosion there. That's on one of the active plates. All the other plates do burn a little bit. You can see they get like a bit of a burn on them. Obviously I was overworking the cell. It lasted about a year, so I got a year's worth of benefits out of it. And then what happened is the elbow on the plastic plate that I was using actually broke off. I do drive a heavy duty vehicle. I'm often driving off-road. I do a lot of fishing. We go on hunting trips, stuff like that. So it does take a bit of strain. I have upgraded though. My old plates were a thin 6mm sort of plastic plate that I had laser cut. Since then I have moved over to a thicker 10mm plexiglass, or we call it Perspex. And then, as I say, it's my system that I run in my vehicle is very basic. Let's just simulate this as my power supply, which would obviously be running through two 30 amp 4-pin relays. The reason for that is if you run it through one, it tends to overheat because it's pulling such consistent heavy amps. So what I do is I put two 30 amp relays on it with two inline 30 amp fuses, and then I just control my electrolyte, also using NaOH. It's standard, you can get it at any grocery store, hardware store, whatever you need. So basically here, this is the latest cell I'm going to be putting in my vehicle. I have built a couple of extras, so I'm going to give them to a few friends to try out as well. But it's a 30 odd plate. It is clear, so you can actually see the cell when it's running. You can see the bubbles and everything, which is also pretty cool. And you can also check the flow rate. It does pull very, very heavy amps, and obviously it will take as much power as you can give it. So always remember that the amount of electrolyte you add to the water is what's going to pull the amps. So if you add a small amount, and also obviously only use distilled water. Normal tap water has heavy metals in it, it's got chlorine in it, it's going to affect your fuel cell. So I'll do another 1 or 2 videos on basically building a very simple cell, and after that then I can answer any questions you have. I'm getting between 20 and 30% better mileage. Guys will say that's rubbish. It works for me. I don't need to argue with anyone. I'm just an average Joe, and I put it in my vehicle because the price of fuel was going up, and that's what worked for me. So I'll do 1 or 2 more videos on building the plates, alternating the water flow, because a lot of guys will drill their holes in the same areas the whole time, and then the water doesn't pass through the other side of the plate, which is very important. So you'll see on my fuel cell, what happens is the water goes in on the one side, in on a hole there, and then the hole on the next plate is drilled on the opposite side. So you get a zigzag effect. Also you'll get your circulation is a lot better. And then when you put your O-rings in, make sure that you put them as close to your edge as possible, so that you're getting your maximum surface area. You can see on all of these, I maximized my surface area. I mean, the O-rings on these is right on the edge. So yeah, that was just a follow-up video. I've had a few requests just to make a few more videos. As I said, I'm an average Joe. I'm just doing what works for me. Pulse width modulation and doing stuff like that. It just really complicates stuff for the entry-level guy. So if you're an entry-level guy, I say go for it like this. Do a very basic setup. A nice big fat fuel cell running straight to your reservoir, and then from there running to your bubbler.